Why doesn't the Tory approach of excusing failures that happened in the past apply to Brexit? It seems to me that there's one clear criterion for the Tories for excusing their past mistakes, and that is they can be excused provided they happened in the past. Now, you may think I'm being somewhat fatuous there, but let me quote, for example, Dominic Raab concerning the Met Police and coronavirus lockdown infringements, where he said the police don't generally investigate such crimes retrospectively. How else do you investigate crimes? Rishi Sunak clearly wants to wipe the slate clean of all Liz Truss's mistakes and start off with a fresh slate. Suella Braverman sent documents to her private email, and from her private email sent them on to people that she should not have sent them to, and was caught out that she'd been doing that, and resigned. And the following week, Rishi Sunak appointed her, again, to the same sensitive role as Home Secretary. But what about the fact that she just demonstrated that she was unfit for that role? It was last week. It happened in the past, and therefore it can be excused. Now, I haven't just come up with this slogan. Actually, in the musical, Brexit's a Musical Trick, then the very last song features Boris Valboris and Cunnings singing "Failure Doesn't Matter in the Past." Somehow we'll be like Australia. Check how well that tail will last. Just another word for failure. Failure doesn't matter in the past. It's an extra song I wrote in 2020 to add to the end of the musical Brexit's a Musical Trick, because it struck me at that point that that was the approach of the Tories. Failure doesn't matter in the past. Now then, if the approach is that failure doesn't matter in the past, why can't that be applied to Brexit? In a separate video, I've made the point that we're not forever bound by the 2016 referendum. So, particularly with changes of Prime Minister, why can't the Tories at some point say, well, Brexit was implemented following the 2016 referendum, but the instruction was perhaps misinterpreted with too hard a Brexit, or the government made a mess of it, but whatever, it's turned out to be a failure. But that was in the past. That was a different government. Let's forget about that, provided, of course, that we can do something to redress the problems that have arisen. So why don't the Tories take that approach now? Something of a rhetorical question, but seems to me reasonable, seems to me consistent with the Tory philosophy. Anyway, that was, as I say, the final song in Brexit's Musical Trick. If you enjoy hearing from me on these subjects, please subscribe to the channel. Britannia Waves the Rules. Behind me, you'll see some of the... there's I Don't Beg Pardon, I'm talking Bollocks from the Rose Garden, Brexit's Musical Trick, the actual original Brexit's a Trick Not a Treat, and most recently with Augusta Lee's It's My Party and I'll Lie If I Want To. And what we've done with that is that there's more than 100 videos so there are QR codes in the book. If you scan the QR code with your phone, it'll take you to the video. If you scan this QR code, that will take you to Amazon where you can buy the book, or just search Amazon using the word View Delta. Hope you enjoy that. I'm Mike Cashman. Thank you for watching.